Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A gain of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The carry for New Orleans.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this is caught off a deflection.
Brady's pass.
Not much there, only a yard.
And that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Hey, baby, this ain't.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
On the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Saints, nothing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Brady on the bootleg. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
47 the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Rip left.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Down right around the 25.
Number 20.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
You go 72. You got take it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk. First down Buccaneers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Sometimes you need a goal, one that keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that when they
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Vaughn. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56, Mike 56. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Hey, 56.
To throw is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Number 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Throwing now is Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. From the gun, it's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our players' spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
on the ground. This is Kamara, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there.
Latavius Murray.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From midfield, here's Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Thomas Morstead.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
For Antonio Brown.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Check, 47. Hey, here we go. Check it back.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
56.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady again. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Down and 9.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from, who else? Tom Brady. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I got him. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Leonard just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to zip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 60 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 24.
Saints, nothing. To kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
10-10.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Mickens to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the bootleg, Brady, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Complete.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Breeze finding Kamara.
Breeze pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score. Buccaneers 20.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs ready to take over once again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Brady, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. Switch.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Wide 20. Right there, 56. I got one. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Shut down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Ready? 95, 56. 45 to Mike.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Ready? 5-9. We got 21.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's caught. It's Thomas.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6.
Breeze pass.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready? Young lady, young lady. Whoa. Check. Right there. 54, right there.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a 1st down
That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Show it up, show it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage,
49-yard line.
the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll throw with Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Right there, 56. Right here. 56, let me go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Right 56.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Saints 13.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he returns this to the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them. But they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.